Hey, what's up guys? It's Chris here from Introduction to After Effects, and today we're going to be working with the text tool on After Effects. So when you're in After Effects and when you're in your composition, we're going to set our thing to our magnification ratio or percentage, whatever you want to call it. We're going to set that to fit up to 100 so we can see our composition, and make sure your quality is set to full. You're going to click on this thing and you should see other things. These will divide your quality, so half, you get it, quarter, third, yeah. So to create a text, you can either press, I think it's Control T. Yeah, Control T, or you can go up here to do it. Control T or do that. And for this one, we're going to turn in our action guide save, or title save, sorry, how it go away. And we're just going to start with, let's create a text that says, welcome. So, I'm going to set that. And then we're going to go over here to our selection tool, and we can drag this to the middle of the composition. Now it seems pretty centered. You can also use your up and down arrows to nudge it a little bit, so now it looks like it's in the middle, or pretty close to the middle. Now that we got that, we can edit some of the perks within the text layer. So, go back to your text tool, and now we're gonna go over our text stuff. So if you highlight your text like a normal, like it'll be a Word document or whatever, you can go over here to your character panel, and you can change your fonts on here. So if I were to change my font on here, I could change it to Elevation. That makes it another font or whatever. For now, we're just going to be using Ephra because I really like that font right now. It's my favorite font at the moment besides Leo. And so right here, this is to change your size of your text. So sliding this thing up makes the text get bigger or smaller, depending on what you want. And I'm going to keep mine at like 96-ish, so it can be centered. This is so you can have, what's called, this next one where it says like A, it looks like a fraction a little bit. That's so if I press enter on here, I'm going to put another one that says OK. So if I were to highlight all this again, go over to this A thing and then slide this, it makes the OK go down lower, or I can make it go to the same thing and overlap, which is sort of stupid. I usually just keep these things on separate layers. I would recommend keeping these type of things on the same layers. But for now, we're gonna keep that deleted. That OK. All right, let's go back to highlighting this text. All right, so we have this thing where it's so we can change the like the width between each of the characters. So if I wanted to make this thing 0, it would set it to its default width and make it look really, really tightened up together. But if I wanted to make it a little bit more wider between each other, I'd raise this number up. See how it spreads each character out a little bit more. Makes it look a little bit more clean, I guess you could say, depending on what you're working on. Alright, so let's continue to stay highlighted. So the things below that, we're just going to go back to 0 for now. And so the things below that, we got the these are like the stretch tools. So we got stretch vertically, and then the stretch horizontally. So if you do that, it stretches it out. I don't recommend like touching these unless you're like I don't know why you need to touch these. I really have never had a use for these. I actually sort of hate these being here, but sometimes they might become useful depending on what you're using it for. Vertical makes it so you can stretch it out vertically. We're just going to keep these at 100 for what we're doing right now. Alright, these, you'll never need to touch these. These aren't needed, these two right here. Then below that, we have the things that can change it. So these are so that's built in with Adobe, so you can make stuff bold or italic if it's not within the font family. So right now, see, I only have the bold version of Ephra installed. What we can do right here is we can make it more bold on here. See how it gets more bold? It does this thing for you where it makes it more bold. You can make it also what's called italics. This one makes it all caps. All smaller lowercase. This will make it, I'm pretty sure, super small. Yep. And then this will make it even smaller. Yep. And that's all it is when it comes to the text tool, guys. We'll see you in the next one where we'll be covering shapes and the pen tool. Alright, peace.